Power without accountability is a deadly trap that has ruined even the greatest of men. King David's story with Bathsheba is one of the most painful and honest examples in the Bible. David was at the height of his power. He had united Israel, defeated enemies, and brought the Ark of God to Jerusalem. He was loved, respected, and walking in blessing. But one warm spring evening, while his army was off at war, David stood on his palace roof and saw Bathsheba bathing. Instead of turning away, he let his eyes linger. Then he used his royal power to send messengers and bring her to the palace. He slept with her. She became pregnant. And in that moment, the man after God's own heart made a devastating choice. Instead of confessing and taking responsibility, he tried to cover it up. He called her husband Uriah home from battle, hoping he would sleep with his wife and hide the pregnancy. When Uriah refused out of honor, David sent him back to the front lines with a letter ordering his own death. Uriah was killed. David then took Bathsheba as his wife. For months, he thought he had gotten away with it. This is what unchecked power does. It convinces you that the normal rules don't apply to you, that you can take what you want, that you can fix your mistakes with more power instead of humility. Leaders, bosses, celebrities, and even everyday people fall into this trap when there's no one brave enough to challenge them. But God saw everything. He sent the prophet Nathan with a powerful story that exposed David's sin. "You are the man," Nathan declared. In that moment, the king's illusion of control shattered. David's response was rare and beautiful. He fully owned what he had done. He didn't make excuses. He didn't blame Bathsheba. He ran to God in deep repentance, writing Psalm 51, crying out for a clean heart and a renewed spirit. The consequences were still painful. The child died. His family was never the same. Violence and heartbreak followed his household for years. Yet David was forgiven and restored in his relationship with God. The lesson cuts deep today. When you have power, whether over a team, a family, money, or influence, you must stay accountable. Power loves to whisper, "You deserve this. No one will know. You can handle it." That voice has destroyed countless marriages, reputations, and legacies. Stay close to honest voices who will tell you the truth even when it hurts. Build real accountability into your life before the roof moment comes. And if you've already crossed lines, do what David did. Stop hiding, own it completely, and run back to God with an honest heart. Power without accountability eventually turns into self-destruction. But power with humility and repentance can still write redemption stories that touch generations. David's greatest failure became part of the bloodline that led to Jesus. That's how merciful God is. But it's always better to guard your heart than to need that level of mercy. Protect the power you've been given, because what you do in secret will eventually come to light.